You're now watching Go TV.
Hey guys, it's Mugalore here, and I'm back again with another video. And today it's going to be just a pretty quick video. I'll be speaking off the top of my head, really no script in front of me, just giving my thoughts on this particular game. Now, today we're going to be talking about Pokemon. Let's Go Pikachu and the Eevee edition that's coming to the Nintendo Switch. How I feel about it, it's kind of funny because I don't really talk about Pokemon much on my channel, or if not at all. It's because at the time, I guess you could say, I kind of like grew out of Pokemon. I believe the last great Pokemon game to me was the first generation Pokemon games, which was Pokemon Blue, Red, and Yellow. That was during the time I really was in this Pokemon, I guess you could say, phase. This Pokemon, I was a Pokemon fanatic. I collected the cards, I played the handheld games and everything. But once it reached in the games and the series began to evolve and it went to Pokemon Silver and Gold and so forth and so on, I kind of checked out of it. I guess that's, you could say that the phase kind of just weared off on me. So I was kind of like stuck in this hard place because as the series started getting better, the series started looking more and more attractive to me and everything. But I think the thing that really held me back from playing these Pokemon games is the fact that it's on a handheld. I'm not really a handheld type of gamer, so I kind of avoid almost anything that's on a handheld unless I really want to play that game. So now that Nintendo Switch is out, and my dream was always playing a Pokemon game, and that was the thing that I said to myself and convinced myself, if we can get a proper Pokemon game, like a full adventure role-playing game on a Nintendo console with great graphics, next-gen graphics and everything, then sign me up. And I thought that with Pokemon Coliseum that was coming to the GameCube, we were going to get that type of experience, because I went crazy when I first saw the trailer to Pokemon Coliseum on the GameCube, because I thought we was going to get that big single-player Pokemon experience. But I believe it made sense. I see where, from a business perspective, I guess Nintendo is kind of afraid to step into that trench right there, to those trenches right there when it comes to console and their handhelds, because Pokemon is the game that really pushes their handheld, sales and everything. So to have a full-on Pokemon adventure role-playing game on a console, kind of like become market cannibalism. It will draw away from the handheld, because everybody will buy the much more superior version, which is the console version. And then of course we have Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. I thought that was going to be the next biggest thing as far as role-playing games for a Pokemon game on consoles, but that didn't happen. So now we just fast forward to right here. We've been hearing rumors that we'll be getting a Pokemon game coming to the Nintendo Switch. So everyone's been speculating since earlier during the year, because screenshots been going out, leakers been leaking out information about the next Pokemon game, and everybody's been just talking about it. And even Nintendo themselves said in the direct that there will be a new Pokemon game that's coming to Nintendo Switch, and they want to do something a bit different with the next iteration of Pokemon. So everyone was talking about it. Then a leak image had, it was a blurry image at that, and of what this next Pokemon game is going to be. Now the issue was, once people saw the leak image, people were kind of disappointed, because they were saying that, hey, this is not the Pokemon game that we were expecting, because it looks no different than a 3DS game because of how the graphics looks and everything, and it just bummed everybody out. But as of course we had to wait until E3 if Nintendo announces something or reveals something. So more information was coming out that the next Pokemon game was going to be titled Let's Go Pikachu Edition, and Let's Go Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Edition. So people were getting nervous because they seen the word Let's Go, which is associated with the Pokemon Let's Go mobile app that they had, that was a worldwide phenomenon for, I guess you could say it was a fad, or it was a phase for like a whole entire month, where everybody and their mom was just downloading the app. I didn't really buy into the app. I never even bothered to download it at all, but it became very popular in that short period of time, and then it just kind of phased out because of the creators of the app wasn't really updating the game like they were supposed to, and it was just all this stuff between the community and the company that designed the app. So now when people seen the name Let's Go, people were saying, oh my god, will this game have some type of connectivity to Pokemon Let's Go? So it got everybody kind of nervous. So now we finally get the reveal of it, and it was what everybody expected to be. It was a simplified Pokemon experience, and it has connectivity to Pokemon Let's Go. Now the thing is that I've been noticing from my experience and from my social group and circle, and from what I've been seeing from some people within the community, they were really disappointed. They were really upset is that they're getting a much more casual, much more watered down Pokemon experience on Nintendo Switch, even after the developers from the Pokemon company were saying that no, you're going to get that next generation Pokemon game next year in 2019 for the Nintendo Switch. So people are still harping on the fact is how casual or how easy and lighthearted, or just how light it is with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee edition. And I just want to say is that you have to see it this way. This game, this Pokemon Let's Go is pretty much, it wasn't designed and marketed towards you. It's more so for a younger audience, or to get players, or to get newer players into the Pokemon series, into the Pokemon franchises, and is to bring families together to give it a try, bring your friends together and give it a try. So it's very lighthearted. It's not meant to be complex. It's not meant to be deep. And the publishers and the developers said themselves that this is just this iteration, but we do have something for the much hardcore audience. So don't get too upset about it, because to me, in my opinion, I think this is a Pokemon game that's just an appetizer, just to prep everybody up to be prepared for what they have in store for us in 2019 with the next generation of Pokemon. And I'm super excited about it because I'm looking forward to see what they do with this. And I just wanted to let everybody just know is, don't raise your expectations too high, because we really don't know. Don't come up with these crazy theories of what the next Pokemon generation game is going to be on Nintendo Switch, because you'll set yourself up for disappointment, and everybody seems to do that. But I am looking forward to see what they do with this in terms of gameplay, in terms of visuals. What are they going to do with this? And just by the looks of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Edition, I think this is also a sign is that they're going to do the same thing with the actual next generation RPG of Pokemon on the Switch. We're going to get two different versions. I really believe that's what they're going to do, and I think everybody wouldn't be surprised that Nintendo's going to go that route with that. Now that we had a Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch is pretty much, for now, and I guess you could say the replacement for the Nintendo 3DS and whatever like that. So I believe we're going to get two different versions for the next Pokemon that's coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I believe that we may be in for something totally different that most people may not be used to. So I just want everybody just to walk in with their expectations set to an understandable rate when they go into this next year. And I believe we may get a direct pretty soon. They may give us some details on it, but I just want to remind everybody that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Edition, it's not really geared towards you, the hardcore. It's more so geared to the casuals and the people who just want something to play with friends and family real quick. And it's just an appetizer, just to hold us off. And I believe that this version is going to sell really well. I think it's going to really sell well, and I think it's going to push Nintendo Switches, because it's a Pokemon game. I've never really seen a Pokemon game unless it's a crappy spinoff. But I can't see this right here really not doing well, and I think Nintendo is confident in it, and I think this is one of the major titles that's going to be being pushed out for Nintendo Switch by the holidays alongside Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So that's pretty much my opinion on it. This is just an appetizer. I believe this is an appetizer. It's just to coat your stomach just for a little bit until the real meal come, which is the next generation Pokemon RPG experience on Nintendo Switch. So I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Pokemon Let's Go? Do you think it's interesting? Do you think it's something that you would shell out money for, just to hold you off into the next generation Pokemon experience on the Switch? Or you think this is just a waste of time, just a waste of money? Or you think this is just a plain out cash grab? So I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that bell at the bottom of the video to be notified when I upload new videos. This is Mugen Lord, and I am signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out.